Never tolerate disrespect. If you are in a relationship or in a certain dynamic where you feel like you are being disrespected, you need to make a change now. Instead of continuing to overcompromise yourself and continuing to feel like you're losing your sense of self and your sense of self-respect, your dignity. We've all been through this. I've been through this many times. Many times where I have a certain dynamic with someone and I feel like it's not going my way, and I just stay in the dynamic because hopefully it will go my way. Instead of realizing you can always leave a dynamic you don't like. You don't have to keep staying in it. So this video is really geared towards anyone who's in a current relationship with a woman, or you just have a friendship, and one of these things, regardless of what it is, it's very toxic to you. Watch until the end if you really want to know what to do, because I was there, man. I was there for sure. The thing about being in a toxic relationship, and when I say relationship throughout the video, you can put this as friendship or woman, it doesn't matter. It's both. And if you're a woman, same thing with the man, right? This applies. The thing about being in a toxic dynamic like this is that there's a reason you're staying, which is usually an addiction to the release of what it feels like to not be in the bad moments. Or you are so stuck on what could happen. What might this become? On the potential, as opposed to the current reality you are currently in. Let's take it back to my first friendship. One of the first friendships I've ever had. This guy, his name, I'll save it because, I don't need to blast his name out. Let's just call him. This wasn't his name, but let's call him Kevin. Okay, so Kevin, he was this friend I had. You could call him a friend, I guess. And he was very popular among my friend group. He was almost like the leader of the friend group. Yeah, he really was. This friend group I had, who had some cool guys in there that I still to this day find to be, like, I would talk to them if I was in their city. Like, I think they're cool. He was the leader, and the only problem was that this group, all they did, at least back when I was hanging out with them, all they did was smoke weed and go to parties, talk shit. They weren't like reading books, meditating, learning about how to become a better person. They were literally just fucking off. I mean, granted, we were teenagers, which a lot of teenagers just do that. They just fuck off. But a lot don't, So this guy, he was the leader of that group. And what happened with him is that, what happened with me is I've always noticed I've gravitated towards leaders. I don't know what that is. I've always gotten along well with the person that got the most social acceptance. I think what that meant is that I was being called to be that guy. And instead of becoming that guy, my calling was like, well, what we can for sure do is at least be friends with that guy. So I would do that throughout my life. And this was the case with Kevin. And the problem with Kevin is that hanging around him just made my life go down. Just made everything go down. It was a toxic friendship I had. Where by the beginning of it, I kind of smoked. And I still went to school. And by the end of it, I got kicked out of multiple schools. I was like addicted to weed. I would get like blacked out drunk sometimes. Just horrible shit. I lost all the muscle I had. Yo, what's crazy is I had so much muscle when I was like not 18. Oh wait, no, I'm tripping. I got muscle after that. I'm tripping. Regardless, I didn't gain muscle, and I could have in that moment. I totally could have. But the problem is I didn't want to cut the dynamic off because it was fun to smoke weed and hang out with him. He was like the popular guy. I was brainwashed into thinking that what we did was like a good thing. I thought people who didn't smoke and chill out and stuff were stupid. I thought they were dumb. They didn't get it. I idolized rappers and people like this, and nowadays I'm just like, dude, when I see a rapper, and hey, no offense to a rapper, if you're a rapper, cool. I love Eminem and I love the concept of rap and poetry. I think it's awesome. But to idolize rappers is one of the biggest blunders of society. It's so ridiculous. Like, why do you guys like rappers? Why? All they fucking do is do their music and talk about bitches and weed and getting drunk and fucking hoes. Sadly, a lot of people think that's what life's about. I mean, I guess that's why they're so popular, because they're targeting the shallow majority of society. And I don't mean to sound bleak. I really don't. But I do believe that the majority of humans are not fully conscious. You could say they're NPCs. It's like an NPC theory. I might be speaking to an NPC right now on the camera. Hopefully you keep watching this channel and you get out of this. Most of my channel is just talking about how to basically enlighten yourself and level up for absolutely free. I'm just giving as much value as I can. Am I giving as much value as I can? I wouldn't say that's the mission. I think the mission is just to express myself as authentically as I can without trying to have a filter, without trying to have like some crazy structure like my other YouTube channel. So, if you saw my last video, you'll notice that I was more awake last time. That's because I didn't have coffee before this video. And I'm on 5 hours of sleep. So as you can tell, I'm like not the most awake. But this is a non-negotiable habit that I've created, which is to make a video every morning. Non-negotiable. Gotta do it. A lot of you guys need to be more like this. What is that one thing you don't do that you should do? That should become something you do every morning. To get back to the story about Kevin, I didn't cut him off, so my life just progressively got worse and worse. Really, in hindsight, I wasn't willing to let go of my old identity. It had nothing to do with Kevin. That's the illusion, that it has to do with this person you're with. Nothing to do with them. It has to do with you. You, for some reason, you want to be in that dynamic for some fucking reason. You want to keep getting hurt. They're just triggering a certain part of you and you kind of like that. Has nothing to do with them. You gotta learn how to depersonalize the person that you're in that relationship with. Depersonalize, de-idolize this person. They're not fucking special. I would say this, that she's not special, or that person's not special, or this person is. Once again, I sound like a fucking negative Nancy, right? But I don't mean like they're not unique. I just mean stop pedestalizing them. Fuck. They're just another human being. She takes shits just like we do. He takes a dump just like we do. Whatever the fuck. Just a normal human being. Stop pedestalizing that fucking person. Honestly, this video is so all over the place, it's crazy. So what? If you're still watching it, I got you. I got you this long. Stay tuned, because if you've seen my channel, you notice how the second half usually is better than first. Because I'm getting in a more flowier state. And you know what? Let me know in the comments. Have you found someone with a more raw channel? Have you? Okay, I take that back. There must be somebody. Let me not make this a competition. But I really think it's as raw as it gets, that's for sure. I mean, I guess there's other people like me. But to wrap up the point that I was trying to make, which is I had that friendship, and if only I cut him off earlier, when I sensed my life going downhill. And that's how you know you're in a toxic relationship. Is your life going downhill? Is everything else going to shit just to maintain this one dynamic? If it is, you need to get the fuck out of there, bro. I don't care how much you love her. I don't care how much you like that person. If they're bringing your life down, you need to get out of there. It can be argued if they're not even bringing you up, you need to get out of there. So I stayed in, and it played a pretty negative part in my upbringing. And one day I fucking stopped hanging out with the guy. I just stopped. He would hit me up. I just would be busy. I remember when we would hang out every so often, he'd be like, yeah, Sergio doesn't fucking hang out no more. Like, blah, blah, blah. I forgot what he said. He would almost like make fun of me. And then I'd just be like, okay. Yeah, bro. I'm doing this now. Yeah, I'm not really smoking anymore. Yeah, I'm just, learning cold approach. Whatever. I told them whatever the fuck I was actually doing, because I wasn't afraid of expressing who the fuck I was. A lot of you fucking dudes, a lot of the guys I've coached are afraid of telling their friends that they do whatever the fuck, XYZ. Like, are you fucking kidding me? What's a friend if you can't tell them what the fuck you do? Like, literally, they're not your friends then. They're literally not your friends. So anyways, I've been in this situation with the woman also. Both my relationships could have ended way earlier. But I overcompromised in both of them. Because I'm such a fucking nice guy at heart, man. I'm a nice fucking guy. I am. I'm here to admit it. The tattoos, the beard, the vibe, the confidence, it's all a fucking front. I'm a nice guy. Just like you. We all are. We all want to like just be in love with a woman. We all want to be in harmony with a friend. We all want to feel happy. We all want our dreams fulfilled. We all want to live that Disney lifestyle, you know what I mean? Who doesn't? Like, deep down. Thing is being this nice guy, always wanting the best for people who you love. It can get dangerous. Because you might be loving the wrong person, right? In my first relationship, it's funny. In my first relationship, she wasn't really disrespecting me much. That didn't really happen. Like, when I look back on it. She just wasn't. Oh, here's the thing. Is like, as time went on, I started to lose my attraction towards her. To a point where I was like, hey, I kind of need you to step it up. It's kind of fucked up. In fact, it's very not nice guy of me to do that, right? But I was basically trying to tell this girl to go to the gym more. And she would agree, but she never really made progress. Not like how I wanted her. Now, what's really funny, oh my God, fucking. Now, what's really funny is it's been about 6 years since that, and I don't have any clue where she's at, what she's been up to. If she ever, for all I know, that I was looking for that phrase. For all I know, this girl could be a fucking dime right now. She could look exactly how I wanted her to look. Because she had the genetics. She had a pretty face. It's really crazy. Just a funny thought I had. But anyways. By the way, I'm like the one fucking dude I see just walking around filming himself. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, who else is putting in the work like me, bro? I'm sure there's somebody, but I don't see it. Anyways. That was my first relationship, which is that I found her, over time I started finding her not that attractive. I tried to get her to go to the gym. She basically never really committed. And then at some point I had to be like, fuck this, man, I'm out. I'm trying to talk to other girls. I'm trying to talk to fucking Stacy at college, who's got a big butt. You know? And then what happened is I broke up with her. I started missing her. I went back. We had a little return, a little reunion sex. Nothing like reunion sex, right? You know what's funny? I can't even remember my reunion sex I had with her. I remember one of it. I remember one of them. And it wasn't even that fucking great. Or maybe it was. Not from my perspective, though. Not in hindsight. Anyways, we did all that. We reconnected. And then guess what happened? Over time, I eventually broke up with her again. Because the realization came to me again, which is, dude, I need to get out of this. She's not changing. She's the same person. Broke up with her like 2 or 3 different fucking times, dude. And then eventually I finally left her, bro. I was probably, let's say I was like dissatisfied with my relationship for at least like a year before I actually fully cut it out. I remember one day when I fully cut it out. It was like the 3rd breakup. And I remember I was like, I don't know, something like shifted in me. You know, when I think of this story, it actually gives me goosebumps because of how meaningful it was to me. Very meaningful. I remember the 3rd breakup I had with her. It was right before the beginning of a new semester at my college. I think I was about to be like a junior, like a 3rd year or something. I think. And I remember like I broke up with her like that fucking day before, dude. Like literally the week before. That memory is so strong in my head. So strong in my head. You know, like you're talking to this girl that you did fall in love with. She fell in love with you. You know, one thing I'll never stop talking about is how amazing and wholesome my first relationship really was. Like it really was. Like when it was peaking, or not even when it was peaking, better said, like it was just overall quite wholesome. It was just overall quite wholesome. Like, at least the first 2 years. Man, my shoulder fucking hurts. I'm holding this phone up. Yeah, it was great. But then, yeah, the day I fully cut it out, man, that was like a week before college, like the 3rd year. I can vividly recall, I'm like listening to music and packing my stuff to go to college, like the next day. I'm about to like go from San Francisco to Sacramento. I'm about to like board there, live there. I was so excited, man, I really was. I'm just packing my stuff, and I just felt this release that I haven't felt when I first broke up with her. I didn't feel it. Like, not really. I didn't really feel it. You know what? I might just move out of Brickell because it's so fucking loud here, man. Like, this shit is just... Am I just being negative right now? Am I in a low frequency? Are you guys catching me in a low frequency? I'm out here complaining about living in one of the most desired cities in the world. I mean, nothing's wrong with Miami, but there's certain parts of Miami that are just so fucking loud. God damn it. Like, let me fucking walk in peace. Stop being loud and shit. I feel like an old man. To get back to what I was saying, which I don't even remember at this point. Oh man, it was something about this girl and how so yeah, I'm getting ready to leave to college. And I'm listening to this song called Free Bird by Lynyrd Skynyrd. It goes like, I'm free as a bird now. Wait, how does it go? I don't think it goes like that. Free bird. Oh, I remember. It goes like, won't you fly high, free bird, yeah. Well, that's a solo. Oh, I remember. It goes like, so the verse goes like, Lord, don't take this so badly. That's how it sounds. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now. And this bird, it will not change. It goes like that. So, speaking of birds, we got fucking chickens. I'm desiring to live by like the beach or like some park where there's just nobody. That's what I'm desiring right now, man. I'm desiring that shit. I've always been a city boy throughout my life, but I feel like the older I get, the more I desire just peace, just calm, just solitude. Like literally, I love solitude. It's so good for you. So anyways, God damn it, I gotta wrap this shit up. So yeah, I'm leaving to college and I'm listening to Lynyrd Skynyrd. And I'm like feeling free like a bird, just like the song says. And I go to college and like I said, I felt a release that I've never felt. You could say I did feel a release the other times I broke up with her, but I felt a certainty. Like, oh, we're really done. No, we're really done this time. Like, I'm done. I'm gone. And I'm happy with it. Happy with it. You know what I mean? And then, yeah, never went back to her. I think she never really reached out because, dude, I already broke up with her like 3 fucking times. Like, the fuck? Like, I really dragged her through the dirt. I feel bad, honestly. Like, when I think about it, I feel bad. She was such a great girl. She really didn't deserve that. But that's not how life works. You don't get what you deserve, necessarily. So anyways, that was my first relationship. I left and I was like, dude, I should have left a long time ago. Fuck. And then what's really cool is that leaving triggered me to start dating. And then when I started dating, I like ran into problems with that. And then I started learning about dating and cold approach. And then that spiraled me into becoming a dating coach, a life mindset dating coach. And now we're here on this YouTube video, right? My main channel, to my bio, Sergio Chavez Coach. But it's crazy, like that was like a chain of events that happened. So really, my other relationship, it's something I haven't spoken about too much. Why? Because it was quite recent. Very, very recent. The wound is, you can say the wound is fresh. I'll tell you right now though, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm in the best I've ever felt about it, about the whole situation. That relationship was very different than the first one, where it wasn't about me feeling like she was inadequate sexually or attractiveness wise. It was less about that and me trying to like change her for that reason. And it was more about my ability to just commit to her fully. Now, does that mean I was fucking lying and cheating? No, that's not what I mean. I just mean, I remember I had like these doubts that like, I don't know if I can commit to you forever. I don't know if I can. Like, I don't know if I'm in that stage of my life right now. I don't know if, I mean, really, I was saying a lot of things, which is like, I don't know if I ever will be. I don't know if it has anything to do with you. It really didn't. She could have looked like anything, and I think I still would have had that feeling I had. That caused a relationship to kind of like crumble. It caused a lot of resentment, and that's where like the disrespect came from. It came from that like resentment that she had for me to not be fully committed to her the way she was fully committed to me. In fact, we even spoke about this, and she kind of admitted that like that's kind of what the relationship felt like, which is like the whole time she wanted to be my girlfriend fully. She was down for everything. And I just wasn't. And she was like, essentially the whole relationship was like me kind of, like her trying to win me over. Like she even admitted that's what it felt like. Like it felt like I wasn't on the right page, and she just kept wanting to put me in that page. So if you're watching this, my ex, this video's for you. You should have fucking left earlier. Well, she actually never really left. Let me not say that, but you should have left. And you should have done that way earlier than we stopped talking. Way earlier. I'm actually having a mindfuck right now, which is like, holy fuck. This video is literally more for her than for me in a way. Because she was really over-compromising being with me. Being with a guy that was essentially just not fully ready to commit. And she was. So what happened is like, that led to resentment, which led to disrespect, which led to a bunch of shit, man. The fighting we had, holy fuck. Now, I do think the fighting had more to do with other shit. Like, it's not as simple as like I just was not fully like down. I think it had to do with other shit. Like, I mean, I know it did. It was, guys, relationships are very complicated. They can get very messy. Because like people's traumas get brought up, your reactions, your anger, your this or that. It's crazy. Honestly, it's fucking insane, a relationship. Especially with a young girl that she's not really like, because nothing's wrong being young, but she was young physically and mentally. I mean, she was. And this isn't me talking shit about her. I mean, so was I when I was fucking young too. And most girls, I'd say most girls who are young are very young mentally as well. Now, on the rare occasion, and I guess the reason I always like correct myself when I say this is because it's almost like I'm manifesting like a young girl, but she's like super mature inside, you know? I'm like manifesting. But yeah, on the rare occasion, there's a girl that, for whatever reason, isn't like that. But anyways, to wrap up this ex talk, it led to fights, it led to a bad dynamic, a very toxic dynamic, way more toxic than the first relationship. Way more. And this one was kind of interesting too, where like I broke up with her, and then I went back again, like just like the last relationship. It was like the same fucking thing, bro. And then the last time, only it's funny. I'm almost like damn, how much do I even share about this? But I mean, I don't really give a fuck. I'm like so deep in the video. Who's even gonna watch this segment? Unless you like really fuck with me. So right now, if you're here, you're basically like a close friend, and you clearly really fuck with me at this point. So anyways, what I was saying was like this time, I remember, because it was not that long ago, I remember the reunion sex, and that was fucking so good, man. So good. It was so good that it like blinded me and made me want to like, you know, start things with her again. And then what happened is really quickly that shit just started to deteriorate again because, you know, the problem was never fixed. You know what I mean? You know, like a house gets broken down when it's built on sand or whatever the fuck the phrase is. So that one deteriorated very quick. And then we broke up again. A very interesting final breakup. It was very like, well, it was like the first one in the sense that it was very like out of a fight and just like, oh my God, just like fucking toxic. Like it wasn't like a calm breakup at all. Let's say it wasn't that, okay? That was the final breakup. We had a final breakup, and then I remember I was so fucking energetic after. I had this crazy surge of energy. Not to go fuck a bunch of girls. No. Just to like level the fuck up as a man, dude. I just had that. The first breakup, I didn't have that feeling after as much. The second breakup, I really did. And then I leveled up so crazy. Holy fuck. Since the second breakup, my life has changed dramatically. Like, so much. Like, damn, like, it's crazy. I literally changed apartments. I got a better apartment. I hired, like, 4 employees. I make more money. I'm more handsome. I got more muscle. I got more lean. Dude, everything. Like, I did like this in-person event that I've never done before, and it was a success. I got some cats. It's a nice win. So my life has just blossomed, and like just like I've done so much in such a short amount of time. Not to like prove anything to this girl or anything. Not to like beat my ex. That's stupid. That mindset of like, oh, the best revenge is your success. You know what? I mean, okay, nothing's wrong with that, but I guess what I'm saying, bro, is like, just stop giving a fuck about this person's perception of you. Just let go of their validation. Just let it go. And this is the final part of the video, because this is to wrap it all up, which is like, you're in a dynamic. It's not helping you, it's hurting you. In fact, there's this saying, if it ain't helping you, it's hurting you. Just let it go, man. Stop caring about their validation. Just let it go. Yeah, it's gonna hurt a little bit. Yeah, I definitely, when I left both of my exes, I missed them a little bit. That's normal. Humans are very routine-oriented. We kind of just like what's familiar. Trust me, with time and the right actions, thoughts, alignment, you move past it for sure. So there's nothing to worry about with that. So that's it, guys. We'll talk soon. If you want to work with me one-on-one to level your dating life, your social life, your confidence, your mindset, link in my description to work with me personally. We'll talk soon. Peace.